Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. I am known as Autumn around here. Welcome everybody, hello. Happy Valentine's weekend. It's a Friday night and we're all together. So it's been quite a day too in politics land. First with the Trump's lawyers, if they want to call themselves that, and then with the questions and answers until about 5:30. Whew, hard day, very hard day, but thank you for being here. I'm here at 12 noon. This is unusual because usually I take 12 of your political questions at 12 noon. And then I just read the cards and see kind of what's in the collective energy. This is a spiritual practice for me. And if these aren't your beliefs, and it's just, it really is just entertainment. Do not take make important life decisions based on what anybody says on YouTube. Just throwing that out there. Financial, medical, yeah, don't do that. But anyway, we're here to just be together, relax a little bit, and just look at some political questions and see what's in the ether, see what's in the collective energy. So 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org. That's an ongoing thing. We have the best moderators on the internet right here. We have epic troll slayers. And if you're welcome to just come in and just to put a political question in the chat in all caps. Anything that's in all caps, I'll know that you're talking to me. Other than that, please just type normally. And I am sorry about the phone. It isn't mine, so there's much I can do. Earlier today, I was fortunate enough to be invited over onto Celtic Tarot Sheila, the remote view, their weekly get-together, and Whimsy was there, and Nina and Sheila, and Danny came by briefly, and it was really good. So I just wanted to share that with you, get that, because they were so nice to me. Seriously, they were all so nice. Oh, William's saying it was amazing. Oh, good. So anyway, but we're here now, and I'm here to I've got my notebook out, and I'm here to take your 12 questions. So I'm going to, because of the glare in my glasses, I've had to turn the light, like the screen I'm looking at, I've had to turn it way down. So I might turn it up just a little bit while I'm taking your questions to make sure I can see it more clearly, and then I'll turn it back down so you can see my eyes. So, all right, I'm going to turn this up here for a minute. Oh, much better. Okay. So let me scroll up and see what questions you're asking here. Anything in all caps? Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. That's very kind of you. All right. I'm looking for anything in all caps. And if anything that's not in all caps, I just assume you guys are talking to each other. So just saying. Oh, and Kathy Anderson, we've been talking back and forth on Twitter today, where it's Chinese New Year, and she got Chinese food, and I'm jealous. So anyway, yeah, I've not been handling the stress of this very well at all. For dinner, I just ate half a bag of seasoned waffle fries. Not healthy, but yeah. Oh, well. All right, looking for anything in all caps. Denise, what do Americans think after watching the trial? Oh, a great place to start. What do Americans think after watching a trial? Okay, got it. I've got that down, Denise. Thank you. Oh, by the way, small aside. It's easier to see the picture. The thing is I fixed the batteries, so I can't actually like show you, like turn it on and turn on the light and like show you more clearly what this picture looks like. But it turns out the light, I think it flickers. I'll show you. Yeah, see, it flickers. So that's not good to stay on. But we can turn it down just a little bit. But anyway, it helps you see the picture a little bit better. I thought, since you guys have been trying to see it for so long and it's so hard to see it during the day, come on, turn off. Come on, work with me here. Unless, of course, it just ignores me. Boy, you are a picky little thing, aren't you? Oh, now I can't get it off to go off at all. Live. Isn't it great? Nope, not good. Well, it might just be staying on then, because I got nothing. I give up. I give up. It just suddenly, it's ignoring me completely. Oh no. Oh, sorry. What is the picture of? I just Murphy's Law battery died. Yeah. The picture's, it's Chicago. It's Michigan Avenue, but there's some kind of little archway here. I guess it's supposed to be in a park or something, but I don't remember actually seeing that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get up in a minute and actually like take the thing down and like put it in the other room, put it in the hallway or something. Geek Hillbilly, how about is Sniffy's head exploding? Are we still Mercury retrograde? Yes, we are, until like the 20th. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is funny. Yep. Well, and right then, I was just trying to do a nice thing, and sorry, kitten. I'm sorry, kitten. We've got Boo Boo here. We've got Alfie up there. Why now unplug it? Well, that's the thing. I can't. It's not plugged in. I have to take it down and take the batteries out of the light. All right. Put a brand new battery in there. Nope. All right, I'll just take it down. Oh, yoy. Sorry, kitten. All right, you. Oh, I love Mercury retrograde. Okay. Anyway. Here we are. Oh, all right. So much for the first 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, what do Americans think after seeing the trial? What is the world? Oh, this? Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Hello, Mims. Okay, so convict or acquit? Convict or acquit Trump. The Trumpster fire. Okay, we've got that down. Margaret, will the senators that left the floor during the impeachment be blocked from voting? That's a Google question. That would be in the rules. They're not playing fast and hard. They're not playing fast and loose with the rules, because otherwise, Cruz, Graham, and Lee, but especially Cruz and Graham, would be in a whole lot of trouble for all the time they spent with Trump's lawyers during breaks. Thank you, Wondering Eyes. Lindy is asking, will McCarthy's phone call to Trump change any of the votes tomorrow? Let's see. Will McCarthy's phone call change any votes tomorrow? Are they starting? Do you guys know? Are they starting same time? Noon Eastern? Are they starting? Are they doing that the same thing? All right. Power button. Yeah, it worked before, but it stopped working. Oh, thank you, Marie. Jahay. Oh, convict or acquit? Yep. I've got that. Got that. Changing their votes. Oh, thank you, Patsy. Thank you. All right, let me see if there's anything back up here. All right, Americans think. What does the world think? Embarrassing. Horrifying. But oh well. Hey, Geek Hillbilly. After the power being off for over 24 hours with no heat, I'm finally getting warm. Oh. Don't want you to be cold. I'm glad you're okay. Kathy Anderson, what is the health of our democracy? Okay. What is the health of our democracy? All right, I've got that down. That is number 5 for today. That is question 5. Rosario, how will the Biden administration and relation... Oh, it all cut off. I'm sorry. Rachel, what are Cy Vance and Leticia and James waiting for? What are Aunt Leticia and Uncle Cy waiting for? Whew. Cue the Gwen Stefani song I now have stuck in my head. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah. Okay. Jennifer, what was Cruz trying to do with the lawyers? They're just trying to give them ideas. Thank you, Mims. Anne is watching from Australia, sending energy for good. We need it. Thank you. Yeah, Jennifer, I don't know that I could add anything to what Cruz was trying to do with the lawyers. He was just trying to get them to bring up this, bring up that, say this, say that. So, Matry? Bless your Ottoman team. I'm interested in what the USA feels. I've got that down. Picture is of Chicago. Sally, will the Trump scream poor representation and demand another trial? Not if they acquit. If convicted, what will Trump do? I think that's probably pretty important, considering we know it wouldn't be anything reasonable. Okay. Got that. I've got that. Tisha's asking, Autumn, Trump gutted many agencies. Do you see the thousands of jobs being brought back? Yes. Yes. Biden has a lot to do. He's going to need to organize a lot of people to do it. Yes. David, watched you with Celtic Tarot, Whimsy, and Nina. I really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you. Okay, how bad is the Trumpster fire's head exploding right now? Got it. All right, I've got that. Shivani, Autumn, remote view was awesome. Oh, good. Still in your readings discussion. Thank you for contributing. Oh, happy Chinese New Year. Happy New Year. Mystic Dreamer, hello. Rich, I used to live in downtown Chicago, but I don't recognize the sculpture. Yeah, I don't either. She may have taken some artistic license, although it is older. I don't know. Maybe there was something that was knocked down. I mean, right where they're, the great big park in right downtown up against the river. I mean, it's not small. And it's not small because it used to be a gargantuan, even back in the 30s, it was still a gargantuan train depot. Or trains, just so many trains would come in right there. So things do change downtown, but I don't recognize what's in the picture anyway. I think it looks like a halo around your head. All right, let's see here. Thank you, Aronson. And okay, I've got the thing about McCarthy's. Will that have an effect? I've got that. And thank you, Diva. Got that. Oh, Nikki Haley. She's so awful. Mighty Blues. Question, why don't you read on any of my questions? Well, Mighty Blues, what's your question? I'll make a note of your name. Mighty Blues. If I've been overlooking you or refusing to read your questions, it's nothing personal. But yeah, let me know what your question is. Okay, changing votes. Jurors change their mind. Got that. That's its own question, isn't it? Back here, Elephant. What are Republican senators thinking? Yeah, I think that's its own question. What are Republicans thinking? All right, that'll be number 9. Okay, I've got that. And will the House issue subpoenas tomorrow for Donald Trump, Pence, or anyone else? Yeah, if these people acquit Trump, they're the ones who are going to suffer the most, and anyone who gets caught up in the collateral damage. Okay, well, you're saying the House. Well, the House issues subpoenas for Donald Trump, Pence, or anyone else. You fight for committee? Sorry. Well, and you'll have to let me know, will the House issue subpoenas? Tomorrow for Trump, Pence, etc. Because if it has anything to do with the impeachment trial, that's in the Senate, and it's too late. It's basically too late now. But if you're talking about some of the committees, that might be a possibility. I don't know. Okay, got that. I've got that. All right, YouTube just dumped me farther along. Mighty Blues. I admit defeat, just can't get a question read. Months of trying. I'm right here. I'm right here. If anybody sees Mighty Blues question, please put it in your own, like type it into your own, so that maybe if YouTube's cutting them off or I can't see it, so I get Mighty Blues questions, please. If you guys would be kind enough to help him or her. Let's see. Elizabeth, I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Jaybird, will Trump be leaving Mar-a-Lago? Okay, Trump. Leave. Mar-a-Lago. I'd make a joke about various Bond villains at this point, but Trump is very much a Blowfield kind of character, a blowhard character anyway. But the white kitty, I have a white kitty. He's the sweetheart. So, okay. Shirley, used to be missile silos along the Lake Michigan in Chicago. Oh, jeez. All right, where did it dump me out? All right, there was that. Okay, so I got that. Thank you, Pammy. Lake Joyer, do you see Biden running for a second term? I thought he already said he won't. A quick look at that. And then whatever Mighty Blues question is, if you can get Mighty Blues question to me, that's going to be the baker's dozen tonight. Okay. And all right, I'm going to scroll down, but if I've missed it, just let me know. Okay. There was a question. Mighty Blues question: what does the White House? What's the White House goes feel about Biden being president? Okay. Goes feel about Biden as president. Okay. All right. Let me just start at the top and I'll work my way down. All right. Here we go. Whoops. Thank you for being here. So nice. Spend it's unusual. Get to spend Friday night. My peeps. Oh my, those. There are really nice people here, and I honestly, I would not. YouTube cuts things off, or I don't. I do apologize. Okay, so we're 26 minutes in. Well, let's not go straight for convict or acquit. Let's look around this. What are Republicans thinking? I think is where we should start. So 2630. All right, 2630. After today, after these few days of the impeachment trial and today's question and answer session, how are Republicans feeling? Wow, my mouth feels dry suddenly, and it's a fear, afraid for my family. Literally afraid for my life, afraid for the life of my family. That's the overall energy I'm getting. What are Republicans? Pounding headaches, much drinking. It's so much to take in, and it's so much stress. And it's like you just go back to your wherever you're sleeping, and you just like sit there with a drink in your hand and your eyes closed, and just because it's just stuff. You close your eyes and it's just stuff replaying in your head, and man, it's almost over. It's almost over. All right, let's see here. All right, I've got the Emperor, I've got the 10 of Pentacles, I've got the Queen of Cups, I have the 3 of Wands, and I've got the 6 of Wands. Republicans are thinking, well, this was Trump and his dynasty and his legacy specifically. The far right nuts who are going to go after them if they vote against Trump. This is the Biden administration and the Democrats who are in power, and they're in the center here, so they're in power, but Republicans aren't feeling like they can be made safe. What Trump sent out for them to do, there's a lot of fear that they have to acquit Trump. A lot of fear that if I don't, things are going to get worse, when in reality, that's exactly what would make things worse, is giving in. I've been getting, even earlier today, when I was fortunate enough to be invited on Celtic Tarot Sheila's channel, I got then that it was a lot of people just not showing up to vote, which could leave enough Democrats to vote to convict Trump. But I agree, Pammy. Nobody's safe if they don't. I understand that, but they may not see it that way. What are Republicans thinking? Quite a decision to make. And this is like the lowercase justice card. So, okay. They went in not wanting to listen, but boy, they're impressed with what for the most part, they're impressed with what the Democrats came out with. But this is their party, but this is what happened. This doesn't answer my question, because this is usually my evidence card. People coming in, leaving evidence and going. But in this case, it would be like this, with the person in red walking away from you're gonna have to be a little clearer than that. Are they just not going to show up? Are they going to acquit him? Susan's saying, I'm afraid for your country, because if he gets acquitted, he might try this again, and this time someone or people will be killed. More people will be killed. There were people killed this time. Oh, I hope you feel better, SB Third Eye. GOP walk away from the vote? I hope, but I don't know. They're so afraid right now. Very emotional. And Trump's lawyers did not do a good job. That's what it feels like. The corruption, they're so angry at Trump. You couldn't just accept the election. They wouldn't be in this mess. And now just the incredible corruption. And they keep having to bail him out. And it's just going to lead to Trump communicating and getting his power back. I said this earlier today, I'll say it again. I think at this point, we're talking about levels of fear and general nastiness but we're also talking about a certain amount of understandable or not understandable cowardice. So, can you guys see my eyes, or should I turn down the lights should I turn down my screen again? Makes it a little harder for me to read what you're saying, but if you can't see my eyes at all, or it's a problem, just let me know. Man. All right. What do Americans think? 34. Overall, what are Americans thinking after today? Thank you, Paul. It's okay? Okay. Thank you. What do Americans think? Because so many people have been watching this. Thank you, Frosty Bean. What do Americans think? A lot of drinking. A lot of going to where they sleep and just sitting there with their eyes closed for a while. Same as the people, the senators who had to sit through all of this, just quiet, drink. Americans, people died. And I know there are Republicans who will complain that Officer Goodman was given the medal at the conclusion of today, and saying, "Oh, well, that was partisan." Thank you, Emily. That was all partisan, but it was a good reminder. People suffered and died, put their lives on the line. What does America think? Sick of Trump, sick of the drama. Even people who are Republicans, they're sick. They're just sick of the drama. Afraid for what this is going to mean for our country. Worried that if Trump isn't held accountable in some way, if these people do not stand up, then our democracy may be in tatters, because the House brought it. The House impeachment managers, they brought it. They did. We're tired. We're tired. Oh boy. Okay, McCarthy's phone call to Trump. So 37. All right. Oh, there must have been some snow falling or something. That was weird. Anyway, all right, 37, 30. McCarthy's phone call. All right, it just came out in the news after the impeachment stuff in the Senate ended for the day. It came out that during the whole insurrection and what have you, McCarthy called Trump and was apparently yelling at him. They were yelling at him, do something. And apparently Trump said, well, they're fighting harder for me than you are. So the question is this coming out, is this going to change any votes in the Senate? Even more coming out. Oh, Celestial Lightworker, thank you. My country, keeping my fingers crossed for your country, for the highest and best good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. It's almost like I can see maybe a few of them being like, no, even more. They keep wanting to have an excuse to say, oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, it wasn't real. It just proves more of the Democrats' case. Will McCarthy's phone call make any difference? We are Republicans. Trump's corruption, by Trump refusing to act, Trump was sending in death. Insult to injury. Again, this is refusal of the Democratic argument. I've been getting repeatedly that the Republicans are not going to stand up to the extremism. They're just not. Thank you, Jeffrey. But anyway, the Republicans are not going to. They're not going to stand up to the extremism, to the white supremacy and whatnot, and it is going to sink their party. And I take no pleasure in saying that because I don't want these supremacists to get any more power, to get any more. I want them in jail. I want them to either be in jail or be forced back into the shadows, where they have trouble finding like-minded people, you know? But it's do we just not show up? Do we convict, or do we just not show up? That's where the Republicans are. That's where a lot of the Republicans are. Of course, you've got Cruz and Graham and Lee and Hawley and, you know, those ethics donors. And, you know, you've got them, but a lot of dry mouths. Dry, worry, headache, drinking. Okay. Speaking of everything I just said, and howling at the moon, Trump. Question was, how bad is Trump's head exploding right now? Metaphorically, we want this is a no violence area. No violence. We don't wish violence on anybody. We don't wish no, we don't even joke about it around here. We really don't. But we do want justice. Very much evidence, indictment, trial, if there is enough evidence, conviction, jail. Oh, 100% that. Emily's asking, the moon means, is Trump sick? Oh, no, no, he's just belligerent and awful. Anyway, but basically, how's he doing tonight? Oh, well, entertainment only. What do I know? I keep going back to a line out of from Beetlejuice. She's sleeping with Prince Valium tonight. Somebody in the world does not feel completely sober right now. Are you having a nightmare? Oh, sweetheart, hang on a second. Oh, sweetie, hey, good boy, sweetheart. It's okay. Sorry, I was having a nightmare. It's okay, precious one. They're good boy. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Kathy Anderson, they should have used the Twinkie defense. It would have been better than what they used, but party. And he's thinking the Democrats are. There's this weird thing that happens sometimes. It baffles me, where one side or the other says of the other side, well, they always stand together. They've got it together. They've got this worked out. They're so powerful and strong because they stand together and they work in concert and all this. And they're each saying that about the other side. And it's like, no. Neither side has it together that much, but he's very much convinced those Democrats, they work together, they're all out to get me, but Trump's delusions at the moment are delusions of grandeur. Feeling very I am the king, and I'll send an armed battalion to remind you of my love. Trump the bully against those weak. This is like the mentality of a bully attacking someone weaker. Theft is in the middle. Yeah, he's not going to sleep well tonight. He's probably going to be up till whatever hour talking to Giuliani or whoever will listen to him for long periods of time. But he's, after Napoleon lost, they tried putting him on an island. Didn't work. And yeah, there are parallels here where the Republicans have to understand you can't. Elba, yeah, you can't. It doesn't, you can't get there from here. Not with this guy. All right, so 47:30. What does the world think? It's embarrassing. I have to say, as an American, this is embarrassing. But at least the attempted takeover by the idiots failed. At least we've been having an impeachment trial. Oh, Joe, I'm so sorry. I've already got my questions for the day. It's kind of for the night. It's kind of first come, first serve. But I'll be back tomorrow. How does the world see us, Emily? Does the world see us as a laughing stock? Overall, how does the world see us? We're dangerous. We were dangerous before because of the size of our military. Is the overall feeling I'm getting. But that things could go so bad, so fast, just with one different president and a party willing to do anything for him. That's all it takes. And there's America. My card for America. That we've lost our minds. That the things we've done, our lack of education, support for education in our country, our lack of education, our celebration of not just individualism, and an uneducated individualism. All of this stuff has come home to roost, and America is not what she was. Still a financial power. The only way that America's going to get better is if we find a way to. I mean, it's better that Biden's in where he is, but unless we can do something to tame the beast of white supremacy, unless we do that, They don't. They're very concerned. Very concerned because we went off the rails for 4 years, and we went off the rails while having the biggest military in the history of mankind. A little worrying. 50, 51. Sorry about that. I lost internet. And I don't know how good this connection is, but at least I've got internet. Sorry. Sorry. All right. My gosh. I don't even know. 57. Okay, what is the health of our democracy? Oh, thank you guys. You're very kind. 6 minutes. Completely lost internet. Anyway, okay. Mercury retrograde, yeah. Health of our democracy. See, I know how I want to answer that. I want to say, of course, it's fine. It's America. It's what we do. Yay, rah, rah. Yeah, I did reboot the router, and actually, I don't even know if I still have access to. No, there are two systems, and the other system, I don't even know if it's working. I just heard something. It sounded like... I don't know what that was. It sounded almost like an explosion. You know, it could be like a transformer. What are the transformer boxes? The things up on the poles that can blow sometimes. It's usually in the summer, though. They overheat. Thank you, Chris. It's just wild tonight. Okay. Oh, man. Health of our democracy. Good grief. Health of my reality. Oof. They say, you know, an army marches on its stomach. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you. They can freeze too? Okay. Thank you, guys. An army marches on its stomach. Democracy relies on a certain number of people being fed. You guys are great. I feel so much better with you there. I really do. I never feel completely alone. Well, the power of Democrats is rising. Republicans are whatever they're doing. A lot of stuff is potentially going to the courts. But if we do not stand up against the worst of if we do not stand up against these beasts. Thank you, Square Peg. Thank you. Geek Hillbilly, I just heard a tree falling down and it's close. The ice took it down. Emily, we're here for you. Thank you. We have got to stand up somehow. I guess we're going to find out if the Republicans are the ones who are going to stand up. All right, let's move on to just a simple 101.30. going to pull some extra cards on this one. Hopefully. Really? I came on and then it went black and then it came on again, and I'm just going to read. Uh, 102.30. Will the Senate convict or acquit Trump? What do you think, sweetheart? I'm going to do extra cards here. Senate convict or acquit Trump. You guys let him off. You know what's going to happen. Book which at least freezing is catching your good side pretty poses. Good to know. Thank you. That's funny. For what it's worth, card for the reading is Democrats did put on a very, very moving case. In the past, that was Trump, the idiot. Center of the reading. Potentially, Democrats being in a good place. Above the reading, Republicans who've been, the worry they're having is Republicans, some Republicans not being willing to stand up against Trump, or just not being willing to go against him. Just had enough. What do you think, kitten? Oh, big stretch. Silly. That's hanging over it, is a fear that there won't be enough votes. Base of the reading, justice. Too many of them are saying, "Oh, let the courts deal with it. I'm not going to put my family at risk. We'll just let him off and let the courts deal with it." Not because of the people who will protect him. Other people can protect him. Other people can convict him. I'll just take the path of least resistance. Yeah. 2 cards. Near future. Near future 1. The Trump dynasty. Near future 2. Wheel of Fortune. The fortunes, whether they're up or down, of the Trump dynasty are changing. Dynasty just going along. This is saying change, fate. Things are about to change dramatically. And this came first. So it isn't like, oh, there was a big change. Now he's a private citizen. No. Oh, nay. The dynasty as is big time fate's about to come change things. Home environment. Democrats laid out the thing. Hopes and fears. Fears that Democrats successfully laid out their argument. This is also the beginning of the Biden administration. So worry that after this, it's just going to be we're back in, we have no power. We're back in the minority. We just go to, watching the Democrats do their thing. It's kind of, they're not going to have any power to speak of for a while. This is kind of a last hurrah. What other people see? Yeah, people are assuming they're going to acquit Trump. People are just assuming that the Republicans are going to acquit him. All right, final outcome. 1, 2, and 3. You guys are just throwing in some stuff about the news. All right, final outcome 1, 2, and 3. The Republican Party is in disarray. It's infighting, people leaving the party. It's ugly. You think? You let a wolf in. He said what he would huff and puff and blow down your house, and so you just said, okay, come on in. He's eating you. Final outcome 1. Final outcome 2. Quiet, silent as a tomb. Final outcome 3. Judgment. Oh, I need some clarification on this. What? Trump is losing a lot of money on his businesses. Frosty Bean, Arizona Republicans lost 8,000 voters since January 1st. Most became independents. Carmela, no, a snake, and they knew it. So are they going to... If you take those cards straight up, let me see if I can get clarification. If you take them straight up, the Republicans are not moving in concert. Everything's unbalanced. This would be quiet as a tomb, as in not showing up. Which means because it's mostly Democrats, there's judgment with them not having to get involved. Maybe. Let me see if I can get some clarification. Right there, hanged man. Suspension. Hello, Chad. Hanging Chad. That's what we call him. Drum roll, please. The card of hope. Hope for what? But to make sure Trump doesn't have another victory, they have to watch Democrats get what they want. But I keep getting this card. Swords are air signs. It's the signs of communication, technology. It can be law enforcement as well, or military, but it's communications. This is taking your vote and leaving. Taking your vote and going. As in, honey, I know it's the middle of the night, but put the kids in the car. We're driving home. I'm not going in tomorrow. Not doing it. I keep getting this. We'll have to see what happens. I know that there are other readers. Oh, bless you, Pumpkin. Bless you, sweetheart. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, sorry. I keep getting this. And they've also, basically that vote, they're going to end up with holes in the bottom of their boat no matter what they do with it. There's no good way to vote tomorrow for them. And I keep getting that same card. It just keeps coming up over and over and over. So unless I'm, in theory, I thought the vote was tomorrow. Emily, that's the card of leaving. Yep. Clotho is supposed to be a big ice storm in DC tonight. It could be a good excuse for them to not show up. Oh. In theory, some of them have been, they've got caught, been sleeping in their offices. But if it's a, so there are enough of them going to use the excuse, oh, there's an ice storm. It's too dangerous. I can't get there. Oh, well. Sure, I thought they were doing closing arguments tomorrow. But once they finish closing arguments, I think that's when they vote, isn't it? I don't know. You have to tell me. It's like, that's a Google question. Thelma, oh, please, I really don't want to drink from depression. Aronson, oh dear, my car won't start. Guess I can't go to the Capitol today. Hope. Book Bewitched, I was stuck in DC for a week and a nice storm, no transportation at all. Electra, I thought they were voting to get witnesses. Where did you hear that? I haven't heard that. Is that new? Did that just happen? True, we see. Besides, it's Valentine's Day. Anna's saying they can take the opportunity to decide to call witnesses before they vote. Okay. Aronson, there has to be a vote on whether to call witnesses or not. Judgment, leaving, Trump dynasties at the middle. That's a lower-ish case justice card against Trump, the man. Wouldn't they just reschedule? Kathy asks. See, I would think so, unless they make it clear to McConnell that it's, I'm not getting out of bed. They just say, look, I'm not going to be there. Oh, should we reschedule for tomorrow? Yeah, I think there's going to be ice here all week and next week and the week after that and the week after that. That's what I'm getting. I don't know. There's no good way for them to vote. And Yocatio is suggesting they subpoena Trump, Pence, and the Secret Service. Let's see how many people show up tomorrow. Because there were a whole bunch who apparently did not show up today at all. And if tomorrow doesn't look like anybody's going to show up, okay, the Republicans have a plan. Movement by the big movement by the people who love Trump. See, and then this is the other thing I get, which is what happened. Let the courts deal with it. Let the prosecutors deal with it. And it just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, Aaronson, so much ice, like forever. Oh, there's some going to be there. Absolutely, some will be right there. Let me at it. And whenever I think, oh yeah, it's definitely going that direction, then these kind of cards show up. And then it goes back to that again. That's what I'm getting. It's Chad, yes. All right, what have we got here before my internet goes out again? Okay, this is interesting. 1/17/30. If Trump is convicted of impeachment, he's blocked from ever holding office again. What is Trump going to do? If Trump is convicted, what's he going to do? He's not thinking about it. Or if he's thinking about it, he's not thinking about it much, because he gets in his head, this is it, this is what it's going to be. Yes, that good point. I should have mentioned that's a separate vote. You only need a simple majority for that to once he's convicted, to have him vote so that he can never hold office again. Yeah, that's separate. The Democrats came after me. You tried to kill him. Susan, Rachel Maddow saying the vote is expected tomorrow. If convicted, what will Trump do? He will just keep fomenting trouble, sending out his message, communicating his message of beating people about the head. You'll feel bad for a little while, and then he'll just be the loudest person anywhere. Yeah, assuming everybody lets you on there in the media. Yeah, I heard that actually that's why Trump didn't actually go on Parler. It's because he wanted a stake in the company in order to go to Parler, and they wouldn't give it to him. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard. 1/20/30. Will Trump face criminal charges for inciting the riot in Washington, D.C.? Let's see here. Will Trump face criminal charges for inciting a riot in D.C.? Trump face. Oh boy, what a day! What a day! I don't know you guys, but I'm exhausted. Will he face criminal charges for inciting the riot? Oh, all capital letters, justice. Cover the reading. for the message he sent out. This feels much more straightforward. Oh, look, communicating his message again. Fruits of labor, all the stuff he did. A dynasty, a lot of history of all the communication he made that sent them out. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking, yep. They're gonna be charges. Yep. Okay. What's next? Okay. 1, 22, 30. What are Aunt Leticia and Uncle Cy? What are they waiting for? Do something. He did all this talking about how as soon as he was out of office, been out of office for several weeks. Leticia James and Cy Vance, what are you waiting for? Forensic accounting. Yeah, but you can start somewhere. You don't have to hit him with all the charges right up front. Yeah, 3.5 weeks. Thank you, Geekovly. Yeah, could you maybe send someone to arrest him? Yeah, law enforcement. Okay, thanks. Yeah, legally take him down. Legally, only legally, for his lies, for misrepresenting. You've got potentially bank fraud, insurance fraud, IRS, you've got tax evasion, state and federal. Not that they would do the federal part, but still. Institutions, getting everything organized between the different states and different institutions. This is evidence of how the family made their money. I've been getting that basically it's like they've got to coordinate with like Florida to get Trump. But you have the evidence. Use it. Actually do something about this, not just, oh, look at all this lovely pile of evidence we have. Isn't it great? You know, gosh, if we were to use this, it would make a real difference. Isn't it pretty? You guys gonna move along, please? Geek Hillbilly, it's called a governor's warrant. A federal judge can order his extradition. Something. Deborah, I heard Cy Vance's term is up soon and he's not running again in July. True, Leah, they need to get Ronan Farrow on it. Yes. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. I agree. Book Bewitched, thank you. Carmela, Biden is replacing the AG. They may be waiting for that. Aaron's son, Leticia James' office is currently looking for more tax records on Sniffy's organizations. They can, just on the stuff that came out at the New York Times, they could indict him and demand more records. Celestial Lightworker, there has to be coordination between all the courts. As someone who has worked in the courts, there's an immense amount of coordination required. Patience. I'm trying. These last 3 days, I know it's taken a lot out of me, so I can only imagine it's taken a lot out of you too, and just how scary it was and how big it was, and then just the gaslighting this morning and the shouting this morning. That lawyer, that whole first section of Trump's lawyer speaking this morning, it was just he was just loud. He was just shouting the whole time, and then they kept running the stupid fight, 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 fight garbage, which was loud, and then they put that menacing music in the background of it. After literally a few hours of that, I'm starting to feel like, I mean, I've had PTSD, I've been beaten down, I've been gaslit, and I started feeling like a hole in my chest until I finally was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna cower, this is ridiculous," but that it was awful. Anyway, Mims is saying, "Do you all know that one of the top jobs being offered at the FBI are forensic accountants?" Right there on the front page of their website. They're gonna act soon. Well, that could be law enforcement crossing, like, traveling, having to work out with Florida or something. Or it can be a card of sending somebody up the river or wanting to as a tour. Linda, are these judges afraid of being on a hit list? I think a lot of them are. It's just part of being a judge, unfortunately, that you get death threats all the time. But yeah, that's a point. That could be scary. So, you guys, you might have something to it. This is Biden, and it's right next to the political swords, political only, no violence, political swords going into Trump's back. It could be, yeah. Having, I don't know, but they're state, not federal. But it's all about Trump's corruption, business, how he got into power. Yeah, all right. Well, they're gonna move when they move, and yeah, let's just hope that they move along. Man, brutal. It's hard. It's hard to get through this, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow, probably. We vote tomorrow. Are they going to vote to acquit or convict tomorrow in the Senate? Some people standing up and voting, some people taking their votes and going home. Trump is wands. People of Trump's message being on the defensive. Theft or sneaky. Moon. Which, a voting Sunday night according to schedule. Thank you, Dave. Whenever it is. See, the Republicans have a plan, but they are, the word's coming to mind, I'm sure it's the wrong word, bifurcated. Something that has two, like a snake's tongue. Isn't it bifurcated? Is that the word? And if there are enough of these people who aren't there, it will be those people they took their their votes were quote unquote stolen because they weren't there, and it would cause absolute chaos. I don't know. I have trouble believing it. I really do. Thank you, Nia. Thank you. I really do have trouble believing that they're going to do the right thing of not showing up, or enough of them not showing up. Anyway, well, let's see. Is there any kind of message for us? 1:30, 2:30. A message for us. We're going to get through this. We are. Hillbilly, yeah, the vote. It's vote. They need 2/3 of those present. A message for us. Oh, feels like a short message. Okay. Ultimately, we know we did the right thing. We voted, we spoke out, we called our representatives, we contacted our representatives, we keep to our spirituality. We're peaceful. We take care of those around us. We did the right thing. Helping people who need help. Surviving all of this. Building a better future. So even though it seems that there's all this pressure on the Republicans into which way they're going to vote, ultimately, we can go sleep. We voted. We have President Biden, Vice President Harris. Nancy Pelosi's in charge of the House. Chuck Schumer's in charge of the Senate. And we can sleep. So I think that's the good message. You did the right thing. That matters. All right. So that's going to do it for me for today. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to have one more evening live stream. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. again. And then maybe Sunday I'll go back to normal noon, but definitely Monday, unless something unusual happens. But anyway, this has been so important this week that I didn't want to step on it, you know. Better to be witness to it. But anyway, I hope you guys rest well. I hope you have a great night, or if it's morning where you are, a great day. And be well, be safe. Know that you are not alone. We're going to get through this. All right, take care. I'll see you tomorrow.